Hey. Look, this say good days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation, success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations, ain't looking for no type of savings. Stack up the rest of my savings, can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby, time that we spent was amazing. Then I ain't trying to replace you, for you my mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to put my heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of rap. In the studio, I box the beat, is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I'm wishing you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.
Yo, we back.
Yep. We are back once again. Had to take a week off just because I was severely under the weather, but nonetheless, we are back once again to talk NFL football, conference championships, all the crazy stuff that happened, including some coaches hires as well. If you're new, welcome back to Baller Central. We talk all about sports, NFL, NBA, etc. Whatever is trending as well. My name is Phil. This is my boy John. He's your resident Jets fan. Well, mostly all New York things, / New Jersey. So,
well, sort of. Well, yeah, not a Rangers fan. I hear you.
Knicks, Devils, Mets.
Not a Yankees fan. Not a Rangers fan. I mean, I hear you. Not a Nets fan.
Oh, thank God.
But
not a lot of those exist anyway. Sure.
I'm just bro. Vince Carter got his jersey retired, and it was empty. Not empty, but it was less Phil in the building because he didn't play in Brooklyn. No offense. I'm gonna be like that.
Yeah, it wasn't New Jersey net. So
I mean those taxes, you know what I mean? Crossing that bridge, it's going to cost a lot. You know what I mean? Congestion pricing and stuff, whatever. I'm just saying.
I'm your all-around Boston fan. National champion Celtics, Patriots champions, obviously, multiple times. Red Sox, multiple times. Bruins, multiple times.
I guess, yeah.
I guess. But hey, we're here to talk about the latest in the NFL. Make sure you like and comment down below. Subscribe. Put on notifications so you know we upload. Follow all of our stuff on our audio platform. We're live on there as well. Oof. So hey,
before we start, I'm gonna hit you with a wild card. Did you hear about the beef between Kayvon Thibodeau and Dez Bryant?
I did not know,
bro. It was a tweeting battle that apparently, I think Dez kind of won, but Thibodeau was also trying to be nice. So I mean, it all happened right after the NFC Championship game, and Dez Bryant was like, "I can't believe you let this guy walk for nothing," and then. I don't know. There was some talk. There was some heated things back. Apparently, Thibodeau deleted some tweets because he kind of, I don't want to say got killed, but Dez Bryant was not holding back. You know what I mean? Dez Bryant was, I don't know. It is what it is. But I mean,
they came on Thibodeau mentioning a certain play versus Green Bay.
Maybe. No, he didn't even say that. He just said, aren't like he called into the question that he is with no team. He's technically Dez Bryant is not retired. Like in the NFL,
not retired. Oh wow!
Like you have to announce a retirement, you have to file for retirement. You know what I mean? So
paperwork, etc.
Dez Bryant, every NFL player kind of lets it linger for a little bit to whatever. Thibodeau kind of raised tensions to that. Like, are you retired? If whatchamacallit signed you in for a meeting, would you show up? You know, it's I don't know. It wasn't too deep. You know what I mean on Thibodeau's part because he kind of did get killed. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to see. I'm excited to see what happens the smack top come Super Bowl time. You know what I mean? Before Super Bowl week, nothing happens, and that's when the drama comes out. You know what I mean? So this is just a sprinkle of it. This is just, you You know what I mean? Look into it. It's literally very stupid, but look into it.
I'll probably find it later.
Okay.
So before we get into everything, playoffs wise, we did not have a show last week, like I said, because under the weather. So we got some coaches hires that happened during the week. So, first one, John, how do you feel about the Jets' new hire, defensive coordinator, former Jet as well, Aaron Glenn?
Aaron Glenn, welcome to the New York Jets, baby. I'm excited. Buckle up. Let's get it. I'm excited.
This close to Rex Ryan.
What do you mean this close to Rex Ryan? No. We got somebody who is really – he's a Jet through and through. We drafted him in 1996. You know what I mean? The first round. He's a first-round pick. He picked off Dan Marino for a pick six over 100 yards. I mean, there's a lot of stats I can give you on Aaron Glenn, but one of my favorite stats is he seems to be a player's coach too. He seems to be a defensive-minded guy. He seems to be willing to go through the process, kind of like Robert Saleh. And I mean, hopefully there's like a different result. Hopefully Aaron Glenn, he handles some of those head coaching decisions better than Saleh, where Saleh got a lot of criticism. Hopefully Aaron Glenn steps past that, or at least with what he established in Detroit, bring some of that over. But I don't know, Phil. I'm excited. I'm excited for Aaron Glenn. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like you guys should want more OC heavy, or do you like sticking with the DC guy?
I mean, we have the 7th overall pick, right? So that's no QB, right? Within the top 7 picks, you really are not getting a QB. So I'm okay with staying with Aaron Rodgers for one more year. If that's what's in his contract, if that's what Aaron Glenn works out, that might not happen that way. You know what I mean? Woody Johnson said it's up to them, realistically. So, I mean, what I saw from the Jets last year, at least from the time that Robert Saleh got fired, was in the lack of leadership, was that defense fell apart. All right. Like, we can talk about Aaron Rodgers. We can talk about how bad he's been. He slowly progressed through that season. It's not like he was awful the whole season. Like, he did slowly progress. And I think if you clean up the defense, you clean up the special teams, you clean up Aaron Rodgers to a point. You know what I mean? Like, where you get him another weapon or another insider, maybe a different offensive coordinator. I don't know who they're going to hire yet, but I'm excited to see, because, I mean, and we'll get into it after this, but Cliff Kingsbury is not leaving Washington for the Saints. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that kind of blows my mind, because, like, you're willing to see offensive coordinators stay with good quarterbacks. McDaniels is going back to the Patriots. Why? Because Drake May is there. There's someone who can pass the ball. You know what I mean? So I really do think these quarterbacks are attracting different people.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about Aaron Rodgers. I'd like to see him in New York Jets. So, no, I mean, honestly, I don't
giving
care.
You hope again.
There were a lot of people. There was somebody who wrote up a what happens next year, and they said the Giants sign Aaron Rodgers. All right. And I would love that, just because my aunt hates Aaron Rodgers, and she's like the biggest Giants fan ever. So, like, I'm not saying we should keep him. I'm just saying that, like, I'm excited to see what this new regime does, because I'm a fan of Aaron Glenn personally. And I think a lot of Jets fans were too. I think this was a good signing overall for the base. No offense, Phil, but it had a little drama with the Patriots. Aaron Glenn did not interview for y'all, because, I mean,
they were kind of set on like one guy only. So
it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, once they saw Vrabel's available, it's like, we only want to interview him. So I kind of see it.
Well, with the Rooney Rule, you had to interview
Ben Johnson.
You didn't get no. Ben Johnson's white. What are you talking about?
We interviewed him.
Yeah, I know, but with the Rooney Rule, you interviewed. Who was that quarterback that was in Tampa Bay that was Brady's offensive coordinator? Leftwich. You interviewed Leftwich and somebody.
Byron Leftwich.
Yeah. Oh. What I'm saying is, Aaron Glenn passed on it because he didn't think the Patriots were serious. I think you're right. I think he saw Vrabel was there, and I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah. I like that. I like that. It's getting a little heated. I don't even think it's on your radar, and that's what I'm excited about.
Well,
I think the Patriots also did a good job in hiring Mike Vrabel. I think they could be a playoff team next year, maybe.
Yep.
No, that's crazy to say, but.
Well, Rex Ryan won't be trying to beat him twice a year now.
I mean, Aaron Glenn, baby. I'm excited.
Yeah. So, also, you talk about the Saints. Yeah, no one wants to go to them, and I don't blame them.
Cliff Kingsbury is just one example, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the Saints were prized to get Glenn. They're prized to get a lot of people, but
are they going after what's his face? Who's the former Cowboys head coach?
McCarthy.
That's who I think signs there.
They might at this point, because
who is desperate enough for a job? That guy.
There's no one left. Yeah, but they're probably go after this person. All the spots filled up, and now they're looking over someone's leftovers now. The Cowboys leftovers and Mike McCarthy, which the Saints have one of the most bleakest situations, cap room wise and roster wise. So
now that's why nobody
there's a
wants
reason.
them. That's why no one wants to go there. They have a horrible cap room. They need to just it's going to be like that for the next 3 years because they keep selling off 1 to 2 players that just gets them underneath the cap, and then the next year you're trying to invest, but you're already in the red. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell them other than get together because this is bad. You can't get someone to come to New Orleans to coach. This is where the Super Bowl is going to be in a week. You know what I mean? Like who wouldn't want to coach in New Orleans? It's a beautiful city. It's a great town.
Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn,
I hear you.
Liam Cohen, Mike Vrabel.
Glenn was close to taking that job. I just want to put that out there. That's an awesome. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, but hey, it is what it is.
I hear you.
Speaking of Ben Johnson, the Bears hired him, and the first thing he does is talk shit about Matt LaFleur. So we're gonna beat. I was happy beating his ass twice here in Detroit. I get to do in Chicago. Let's hope he can back up those words regular season time, especially with no Detroit Lions behind his back or Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn supporting him. So it's gonna be very interesting. 2 games versus the Packers and Bears next year.
I was watching a pod with realistically for like 1-2 minutes, but I was watching a pod with St. Brown and who's the Bears quarterback?
Caleb Williams.
Before Ben Johnson got signed, right? And Caleb Williams is so ready to beat the Lions, it's crazy. To give him Ben Johnson, Detroit's in a pickle. I'm not trying to say that they're not going to be still Detroit, but like to lose both their coordinators, right? And one of them go within the division, who ran that, you know what I mean? Like it's just
one of the league's best offenses too.
I don't know how to feel about it. And then like also like how are you going to defend it? You know what I mean? Like you're Dan Campbell, you're just trying to get yourself back under, you know what I mean, stride. But I don't know. It's going to be exciting. I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. But
yeah, as long as
shit talking anymore, like you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if the Lions, I think they should retain most of the roster going into next season. I mean, they're probably going to be.
They're getting a lot of people back from injuries too. Like there were like 11 guys on injury.
Aiden Hutchinson as well.
So it's just
I mean, they're probably even more pissed than last year because everyone was looking at them as Super Bowl hopefuls again this year, and they fell short of expectations. So I don't know what's the mindset going into next year. That wasn't the same the year before.
I hear that.
It's gonna be very, very interesting.
What do you think about the Chicago hire, though? Do you have hope for Caleb Williams now?
I mean, Ben Johnson. Hey, Keenan Allen better learn how to pass, buddy. Because with Ben Johnson's offense, Roma Dunze better learn how to pass.
Hey man, I'm excited to see what Chicago got. They got the weapons. You know what I mean? Like
just don't be too cute and make sure you have a line around Caleb Williams. That's all you need. Have a line. Keep the same weapons. Maybe get a little younger.
They really don't have a line. I don't mean to be like that, but they really don't. Yeah,
they don't.
They need to draft.
All they need is a line. That's it, and they'll be okay.
Hey, you're talking to a Giants fan, dog. Yeah. How do you think Tom Brady won those Super Bowls in New England? He had a decent offensive line. I'll tell you that. At least decent.
That is true.
That's how do you think Eli won his Super Bowls? Decent offensive line. You know what I mean?
Mario Manningham on the sideline.
But who gave him the time to run down that field? I'm just saying. Sean Snead? You know Sean Snead was Tom Coughlin's son-in-law?
Oh.
But cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, damn.
Yeah.
We got some WNBA news more than the WNBA trade news right now. Elsa Thomas going from the Phoenix, going to Phoenix, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. Because she went from Connecticut to Phoenix, and now Brittany Griner is going from Phoenix to Atlanta.
That's crazy.
So, and
I was thinking about the other trade, but go ahead.
Kelsey Plum
to
LA.
Yeah.
And the Gold Mamba, Joel Lloyd, going to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And
But
the
I don't
unrivaled
understand-
3v3
I don't
going on
understand
now
the
as
move.
well. So
I don't understand the move because hear me out. They like LA giving up the second overall pick is just to me a little wild. Especially after we saw Caitlin Clark go from dominating the tournament to basically bringing her team to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like it's just
because we don't know. Also, we don't know who that second pick is going to be. Because number one's probably
could
going
it
to
be
be
Paige
Paige.
Becker?
Well, Paige probably can go
Could it
number
be
one.
Juju? Could Juju come out?
If it's
That's-
Juju,
Dude,
yes, but we don't know if Juju can come out or not. That number two pick is going to be iffy because we already know Paige going number one.
I just think they should have had a meeting with Juju before they traded that. From LA's perspective.
Wouldn't
know
that be
what I mean?
tampering
I'm not saying-
though?
What?
Wouldn't that be tampering? She's still in college and they're
You can't hit a meeting? No, you can't hit a little meeting. Come on, someone can't talk to somebody. Come on.
I mean, it's sports. People
that's
probably
all I'm
do
trying
it
to
in an hour now, but we don't know if Juju's going to be like, foregoing or not. So we don't know.
I'm
what the
just
second
saying
pick's
it
gonna
would have
be.
been cool to have her stay in LA. You know what I mean?
True.
If you went from USC to LA, she would have been like Marcus Allen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep, her Cameron Brinks
would have been sick. But I mean, Cameron
Funny.
Brink with
Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey Plum. Thank you. That's gonna be sick too. I can't wait to see that. This trade is really good though. Everybody got what they needed.
Yeah,
really.
a lot of moves being made right now in WNBA. Good lord. But hey, also, who is making moves in the NFL? The Cowboys.
Ooh.
They shocked everybody. They wanted to make a non-Cowboy move. What did they do? They hired in-house Mr. Schottenheimer. I think it was their OC as head coach, and they hired fired Bears head coach Matt Eberflus as their DC. So now let's laugh at the Cowboys once again.
Phil, let's laugh at the
Jared
Cowboys.
Jones.
May I take the floor? Okay, Phil, let me tell you. You want to know how I know Brian Schottenheimer so well? Offense coordinator for the New York Jets.
Oof.
I remember him. Couldn't do. Had Sanchez, created the butt fumble, whatever. I mean,
That was him? Oh.
that was him. That was under his regime. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm not a Brian Schottenheimer fan. He's going to run the ball a lot. They don't have a running back. They have Rico Dow. Then which are you going to
Hello,
draft?
Ashton Genty.
I mean, they're really going to draft Ashton? I mean,
that's what I look like it. A lot of mock drafts have him going there.
I like Genty. I also like the guy from Arizona State. I like there are a couple other guys, but what I'm saying is Scotabo. Yep, I like him. But I don't know. I don't know.
His career will die there if he goes to Dallas.
It's not a bad Cowboy move. You know what I mean? Like it's not horrible.
Yep, but no O-line absolutely is terrible.
I mean, Brian Schottenheimer wasn't even calling plays last year. That was, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't.
That was McCarthy?
Yeah, it was McCarthy. So I'm wondering how Dak's feeling about it. I'm wondering how the offense is feeling about it. I mean, they're probably thrilled. I wonder how Micah Parsons is feeling about it. Oh my God!
He'll probably let us know on his podcast.
I mean, can't wait. He probably is fine about it. He's getting paid a lot of money. But
yeah,
it just I don't know. I don't know if it's the best move for the Cowboys personally, but
definitely.
Yeah, he's semi good. I don't know. I don't want to talk too much crap about him because I feel like he could do something in his first year just because like that NFC East, literally year by year, it could be anything. And I mean, I'm not. And you got the Eagles and then you got the Commanders who are both pretty damn good. So I mean, it's not like it's going to be a cakewalk for them. But last year they were the greatest team on turf. You know what I mean? They had the most wins on a turf field. So I'm not discounting that. So who else we talking about? Who else got hired? Anyone else got hired?
So Jaguars hired former
Duval. Sorry.
Yeah,
Duval.
You said it better than he did. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thank you.
Jags hired former Buck OC Liam Cohen, and that's how he introduced himself.
Duval.
But John did a lot better. He's not doing the thing justice. But
sorry about it.
Yeah, how are you feeling about it?
No, everyone's caught on this Duval thing and not talking about the mastermind of he got his GM fired before he got there.
Like and also did say he was going to stay too, and then said last second, oh, never mind.
He was about to get a raise from Tampa Bay, stay in Tampa Bay, and then he got the GM of the Jacksonville Jaguars fired, and then he got the head coaching job. Like, if he can do half of that on the field, he will be great for the Jaguars. You know what I mean? If he can do half of that on the field, he's gotten a lot of praise in LA when he coached with Stafford and McVay, and then he's getting a lot of praise with Mayfield and Tampa Bay. And I really liked his offense last year. So I mean, I think if that's one thing Trevor Lawrence needs other than a weapon, it's an offensive-minded head coach. So good for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's just hope his football mind is better than his.
He might revive Trevor Lawrence. He really might revive Trevor Lawrence.
Better hope so, because
Baker Mayfield was dead in Tampa Bay, remember? Until he went to the playoffs. I'm just saying. It's just
you better hope so, because if Trevor Lawrence, if this coach doesn't work out, Trevor Lawrence is in trouble.
Well, realistically, it'll probably last as long as Trevor Lawrence's contract lasts, 3 years. You know what I mean? So Trevor Lawrence got another 3-4 years. This coach probably got 3 years to turn it around.
Yeah, having Doug Peterson and Urban Meyer as your first coach is not the best. But
you also probably sold the franchise on you could turn around Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean? Like, otherwise, why are you getting hired? I don't mean to be like that, but Duval
and Trevor Etienne needs to be turned around because Travis Etienne, because last year, that man was a shell of himself.
Bro, that was crazy.
It made you want to look up how his brother's doing in college.
How is he? He's decent,
I think he plays for Georgia. I think he's playing well. So I'm gonna have to replace him with his brother. And then the very last one.
Phil, what do you think of this one? Let's go.
Raiders. They fired your guy, and now they went with one of the brightest NFL minds of all time. The guy who decided to pass the ball on the 1 yard line instead of run the ball on the 1 yard line against the Patriots.
Cool. We're joking. I like it. I was going to say the guy who got flipped off by Earl Thomas. Remember that?
Yeah, Earl Thomas. Yep. Pete Carroll and Mr. Marshall Lynch was in attendance and yelled Raider as well. So I'm surprised he didn't flip him off as well in the press conference because what happened versus the Patriots. But yeah, the Raiders got Pete Carroll.
I hear you. I think Marshall Lynch is one of the smartest people of this football generation. I don't mean to be like that. Like if you want to disagree, you want to disagree. I just rewatched his "I'm just here so I don't get fined" press conference, and realistically, if you handed the ball to Marshawn Lynch on the 2 or 3 yard line and he just ran it in, that would have been the most memorable Super Bowl a running back might have ever had. Now we're going to talk about Saquon. You know what I mean? But I'm also surprised, Phil. I think realistically, the reason why he said Raiders and he embraced Pete Carroll was because he's smart. He knows that he needs Pete Carroll to turn around this team. You know what I mean? If you hate him from the get, I mean, you're not going to be in the stadium. You know what I mean? That's your whole life. No offense. I mean, it'd be like that, right?
I mean, hey, it's only a man who just cost you a ring, but hey.
I hear you, but I feel like after a while, after so much money of making a joke off that, you know what I mean? You can put it past you, but maybe not. I hear you on that. Dude, I'm still mad about that, Phil. Don't even get me started about that. I still don't think Tom Brady deserved that. Oh, he got 7 rings. He got 6.5, bro. He got 6.5 because of Malcolm Butler. You're welcome. All right. Now I hear you. I'm just saying.
Hey.
I'm just saying. Malcolm Butler. Do your job. Congratulations.
And David Tyree had stick him on his helmet. So
hey, absolutely not. Absolutely, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that here. That's false propaganda. And no, he did not. All right.
Okay. So hey, let's talk about these conference championship games. First one, basically the little brother and big brother matchup. The Commanders on a magical run versus the Eagles, who just look like world beaters with Saquon Barkley. And yeah, they got their ass whooped. 55 points on their head top. I think that's 12 points. It was very tough. I mean, not a lot of people expected the Commanders to win, but people were expecting a lot better outing. But I'm not mad at the Commanders. They not only a lot of people expected to be in the NFC Championship, so kudos to them. But hey, Saquon Barkley, that man had another day. 60-yard touchdown off rip.
Yep.
Lord.
Yep. He's that electric.
And the Eagles have done such a good job to build around Jalen Hurts, so Jalen Hurts doesn't have to overuse himself. So, round of applause for the Eagles.
Phil, no round of applause. This is where, I just want to say I was not overreacting last year. I was not overreacting when I said, "Oh, Saquon Barkley went to the Eagles. They're about to go to the Super Bowl." They're going to the Super Bowl.
I think that was your pick. What wasn't it? Eagles and
that was my pick. At least the Eagles. I think I said either Bills or Chiefs. I don't know who I said. I went back and forth. I might have said Bengals. I think I did say Bengals. But So I definitely got the AFC wrong, but the NFC, let me just tell you, Saquon Barkley might be having the best season any running back has ever had if he wins the Super Bowl. But he's a team guy. It does not surprise me. And as a Giants fan who loved him and wanted him to be a Giant, and after got excited when he said he wanted to be a Giant, this is Joe Shane's fault. And Phil, I'm arguing with people online about like, oh, this is the best thing for Saquon Barkley. Sure, it was a good thing for Saquon Barkley, but like realistically, he could have gotten paid in New York. He could have been happy there. He could have. But you know, it is what it is.
True.
And it's not an overreaction. Like he is that good. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry about it.
It was just a great job by the Eagles.
And by the way, the end of the season, we are the worst run defense in the NFL, the New York Giants. They sat him as a courtesy. If you're a Giants fan, you should remember they don't sit people. They want to win the Super Bowl so badly that he gave up a 40-year record that is thought to be one of the best of all time. And
Dickerson wanted to break it.
And oh my, it just.
And now John wants a grown man to cry on his birthday.
And it's Super Bowl on his birthday with Cooper DeJean, by the way.
And you want him to lose on his birthday and cry.
What'd you say?
And you want him to lose and cry on his birthday.
No, I don't want him to lose and cry on his birthday. I'll probably pick the Eagles to win, even though I'll root against them. But yeah, I don't know. It's just.
I mean, if you're rooting against them, you want him to cry on his birthday.
I mean, I love Saquon Barkley to death. I hope he wins MVP. I hope he loses the Super Bowl. I really do. Sorry about it. I don't mean to be like that. But as a Giants fan, it hurts. It hurts. Especially because, no offense, but at the end, what he said about his daughter, that was like, ooh, that hurt me really deep inside. So
I mean, the Eagles have always had one of the best constructed rosters for like the last 4 or 5 years. They just fell short of expectations versus the Buccaneers, versus other teams in the playoffs, etc. Now, with I think Saquon Barkley, like that final piece, not a lot of teams can stop them
for nothing. He was a free agent.
Yeah, because I think last year, they were just tossing around Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, etc., etc. Now that they have a legit weapon at running back, they can score so many ways, and they can score one play. They can score 5 plays. They can score in a numerous amount of ways.
This is an electric lightning bolt that doesn't need the ball. I bet you he's willing to be Walter Payton. In 1985, Walter Payton didn't score 1 touchdown against the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. All right. And he went back to his locker and he cried. Why? Because he was the best player on that team and he deserved to score. All right. Saquon Barkley, if he wins the Super Bowl, is going to be on the freaking moon. Why? Because he went from the New York Giants to the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles in his hometown. All right. And realistically, next to Brady, next to Roddy White, there's not a better free agent acquisition ever in the history of the NFL other than Saquon Barkley. Like, he got paid 31% of what Daniel Jones got paid. Are you kidding me? Whatever. It's just, it's very aggravating to watch because it's wow.
Hey, you have the week to to let it all settle, marinate, and then next week we'll make our picks and watch Super Bowl.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll make it next week. But,
So hey, let's go over the other conference championship. The game of the week for a lot of people. A lot of people are claiming ref ball. A lot of people were claiming a lot of other stuff. A lot of people are claiming legacies again. But
wait, hold on 1 second, Phil. I gotta just give me. I know. I'm sorry. I'm killing your intro. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about it. I'm so sorry.
1, 2. While we're doing this quick intro, just a reminder: Baller Center. We try to go live twice every week on the pod channel for NBA and NFL. We also try to go live on the random, maybe on the weekend for maybe a WWE PL League, which the Royal Rumble is coming up. So a reminder, we might go live this weekend to watch it. Maybe not. But we usually try to go live for other stuff like watch parties for games and et cetera, et cetera. And before John gets back, I think he's getting back right now, we also will be doing our annual, 3rd or 4th annual NBA All-Star Charity event this year. This time me and John will be teaming up, picking the winners of each event for the All-Star weekend and donating money to John's choice of charity. So, hey, make sure to tune into all those socials for any updates on that. And hey, we have a lot going on for the next couple months of Brawler Central. So we're excited.
Facts.
Hey, I think because the All-Star weekend's in like 2 or 3 weeks, John.
I know. I'm excited as hell.
You got your charity of choice now?
I'm debating between 2 or 3 still.
Okay.
I'm really liking the American Red Cross, but we already donated them last year.
True.
Because of the fires. I'm really thinking about maybe some groups that aren't getting funding now because of
The Giants?
political things. I mean, no. We're going to donate to the New York Giants. Why would we waste our money, Phil? Why would we waste our money? Right?
True.
I don't mean to be like that. We're giving it to real people who deserve it. I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm on the fence between different medical things and then things that help other average everyday people. So I'll probably ask you and you'll probably determine it, or we'll flip a coin, or we'll do like a spinning wheel thing or something.
Gotcha. So with that short little commercial, let's get back to the AFC Championship, or what I like to call it, the Mahomes Invitational. So, if you may or not know, once again, Josh Allen loses to Kansas City Chiefs, and with almost every Chief game, there's obviously an accusation of ref ball involved. Obviously, with the multiple sneaks that didn't get the right yardage or ball placements after downs, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, Josh Allen's 0-4 against the Chiefs in the playoffs. He beats them in the regular season. He just can't beat them in the playoffs.
To be fair, there weren't that many out of bounds late hit calls. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's like one maybe.
But what I'm saying is like that was low key warned about before the game, and like I was like, okay, we'll probably see 2 or 3 of those. You know what I mean? And we only maybe saw one, and that was like maybe I think it was the second or third quarter. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think you have replay review, and I think if America sees he got it, it's hard to not convince them that. You know what I mean?
Unless people are on the payroll.
I want to say people are on the payroll, but like I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, with the Bills and their game plan,
I'll say this. This is what I will say. The NFL officiating has been horrible since they couldn't take responsibility for themselves years ago in the playoffs, Rams versus Saints. All right, it was about 5 years ago. So for 5 straight years, we've had crappy officiating. Never got it together.
Was Packers and Cowboys before that?
That was technically before that, but technically I wouldn't count that against. I wouldn't count that against
because rulebook. That's true.
Just because like there wasn't a determination of the catch. What I'm saying is after the Rams / Saints game, like we've determined what a catch is. You know what I mean? If he tries to get possession when he has other possession, you know what I mean? Like they've given it to the guy catching it more or less. You know what I mean? Than the other way around for the most part in that 5-year span. So that has gotten better a little bit, but bad officiating, Phil, and it's not being addressed, and it needs to be addressed. And this whole Mahomes like owns the ref. It's ruining your sport. But whatever, it is what it is. Here nor there. Because basically, I don't know.
Go ahead. Hey, that name of the episode. Some things change, some things stay the same. It's Brady all over again. Brady pays the refs. Mahomes pays the refs.
I guess, but the thing that's different. First of all, I don't think Brady paid the refs. I'll say if
because everyone said so. Everyone always said so.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying, as a Jets fan, I know like Tom Brady is that good, but I also think he was smart enough to know the game better than anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember like how sometimes Belichick used like let's say offsides or like penalties against other teams, and then Brayball did it back to him?
Yeah.
Like I think there are loopholes like that within the rules, but at the same time, like Mahomes hasn't hit a mountain yet. Brady had a stretch of his career he did not win a Super Bowl. All right. Yeah.
He won like a couple 7-year stretch, then he won a couple more.
And that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like it just he hasn't hit his like downfall yet at all.
But for the Bills, the Chiefs defense, Coach Spags, the D coordinator.
Oh my God.
He had the Bills number the whole game. The QB sneak did not work. They knew Josh Allen likes to go on his left on QB sneaks. Completely shut that off. He barely got any things on that. 2-point conversions stopped, etc., etc. So I mean, it makes us wonder how long.
You think Spags is a Hall of Famer coach wise?
I mean,
He
What,
helped
he has
contribute to the three-peat. He beat
one
the
Super
Patriots.
Bowl. He has one Super Bowl without the Chiefs and 3 with the Chiefs. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
Just because the defense was pretty extraordinary, at least in the last Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And I'm expecting it's going to be, if they're going to win, it's going to need to be extraordinary in this Super Bowl. So what I'm saying is that off, no offense, but the Giants-Patriots Super Bowl, like, pretty good resume. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, at least from where I'm sitting. But
Right.
I think realistically, that's the story here. You know what I mean? I think Spags just has Josh Allen's number.
Yep. No, I mean, sorry. Josh Rivers.
Wait, what do you mean, Josh Rivers?
Now everyone's comparing. Well, not everyone. I mean,
oh yeah,
people-
Josh Rivers. Stop. You're calling him?
I mean, hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
No first team All Pros.
Sure.
Lamar has those.
Sure.
No MVPs. Lamar has those. So the Peyton Manning to Tom Brady comparison automatically goes to Lamar because of the hardware.
I hear you.
Joe Burrow has a Super Bowl trip under his belt. Josh Allen doesn't. The Josh Allen being the second best QB legacy wise, we have to retire that for now. I mean, Lamar and Joe Burrow jumped them with their accomplishments and accolades, legacy wise. I'm saying skill wise. So as of right now, Josh Allen's probably like the fourth best quarterback legacy wise out of the young core. If we're being honest.
If I'm being honest with
you, he doesn't have any accolades.
I don't think Burrow is ahead of Josh Allen, and this is from Josh Allen's number one hater. All right, I'm literally when Josh Allen's dead, he will have. When I'm dead, he will have no hate. Seriously, I don't want to be like that, but like, I will hate Josh Allen until the end. But
what does Josh Allen over Joe Burrow legacy wise then?
I will say he had less talent. He won with less. Jamar Chase as a safety blanket to Joe Burrow is ridiculous. All right, to not say that guy got Joe Burrow to exactly where he's at is just blasphemy to me. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
That's great drafting.
I mean, it's great drafting, but like he helped him out at LSU. You won a national championship at LSU. Who was there? Jamar Chase. All right. Went to the Super Bowl. Who was there? Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? Jamar Chase has been with him on every single step. Josh Allen just got rid of Diggs and made it to the conference championship. That was a good time this year. That was good. Do I compare him to Rivers already? No, because Rivers was horrible his whole career. All right. I think
Josh he was competitive.
He had LT. Like, he was competitive and he couldn't win with LT. That's all I'm trying to say. It's just,
he had
Mark Sanchez beat Tom Brady with LT. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, it's
probably one of those things where it's like a lot of people compared it to Babe Ruth, getting traded from Boston to New York.
Okay.
It's a curse.
It is. In a way, it is a curse. I'll give you that.
Mr. Xavier Worthy and Patrick Mahomes were both draft picks from Buffalo, and they got shipped off to KC.
Yep.
Maybe it's just destined for Josh Allen to lose to Mahomes in the playoffs.
Well, is that because the Chiefs drafted Patrick Mahomes with the Buffalo Bills' 7th overall pick?
Yep.
I mean, some might say that, and I mean, let me tell you something. I'm number one Bills hater, so let me go off on a little party now.
That could have been. Yeah.
0-4 in the Super Bowl. All right, Josh Allen's never made a Super Bowl. Josh Allen will go down as better than Jim Kelly. I'll tell you that right now. Josh Allen will go down as better than Jim Kelly.
If he doesn't make a Super Bowl,
he'll make the Super Bowl. I don't know
if he makes 4.
Josh Allen will make the Super Bowl in his career.
How many Super Bowls did Jim Kelly go to? 4? 4 in a row?
4 straight. Lost 4 straight Super Bowls, Phil. 4. And they have the gall to talk crap. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is Josh Allen, as much as I hate him, he will go to a Super Bowl in his career. And I think that's where I'm not annoyed with the Rivers things. It makes sense because he hasn't done it yet. But what I'm saying is he will be so much better than Rivers. Like, Rivers isn't even better than Eli. Rivers isn't even better than Ben Roethlisberger. Rivers is the 3rd best quarterback in his class. You know what I mean? So it's just...
So is Josh Allen.
No.
Who was in that draft class? Hold on.
Who was that? Well, Lamar was in that draft class, right?
I think he was.
Yeah, it was Lamar, him, and I don't know if I'd put another quarterback over Lamar realistically. So I think Josh Allen was the 2nd best quarterback in that draft class, but
2018.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Baker Mayfield was in that draft. Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, Lamar
Josh
Jackson.
Allen was the 2nd best quarterback in that draft.
Okay, yeah, so 2nd best, yeah.
Well,
So probably Lamar, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if Buffalo could somehow bring in a number one wide receiver, or Amari Cooper could somehow get into the regular rotation of getting thrown the ball in Buffalo, like I see this team doing well next year. You know what I mean? Especially since the Jets can't get it together. Especially since the Patriots are still young. No offense. Especially since the Dolphins can't get it together. You know what I mean? Like, why was Tom Brady so good for that so many years? Because they hit incompetent teams in his division. Sorry.
Also, something that bothered me about the Bills and their game plan.
Okay.
Why didn't James Cook get the ball as much? Why you guys traded for Amari Cooper, yet he didn't see the rocket as much? You have one of the best route runners in the NFL and barely used him against the Chiefs.
But stats wise, Josh Allen
he barely got any targets.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just tough to see them not using their best weapons. You brought Amari Cooper here for a reason and barely used him.
Sure. I hear you.
Yeah, but with Lamar Jackson, he's like 3-5 in the playoffs. So was Peyton Manning, first 8 playoff games. So there's still room for both of them. It's just saying that's how dominant Patrick Mahomes been at the early start of their career. Hopefully, and who knows, Patrick Mahomes will have a cooling off period where, just like Brady didn't, win for a couple of years. That's where Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow will get their shine. But until then, Mahomes is gonna keep on Mahoming. And if he gets his 3-peat, he might be on a fast track to go status faster than Brady. So,
I think fast track not there yet. No offense.
Oh, no, not there yet. I'm saying he'll be on a faster pace than Brady in his career. So.
Absolutely, 1,000%. But it's just, I think once he wins, so many people are gonna jump on that. Like, okay, he's just as good or whatever. And I'm just like, just let him live his life.
A 3-peat in year 7. Oof.
Pretty damn good. But
but people are. They want to compare as soon as possible
because they want to get their name. And I get that. Like, I truly do. But
they want their opinions heard, etc.
Oh, that's what's up. No, but I'm glad we're on the same page, though. You know what I mean? That's what's up.
He's not there yet, but he's making a damn.
He's
good
making a damn good dent. And bro, my cousin's a Chiefs fan, and she can't stand Patrick Mahomes. I know you're looking at me like it's wild. She, I know. Here, let me explain it out. Patrick Mahomes had a iffy season this year. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. He played amazing in the AFC Championship game, 2 rushing touchdowns. You know what I mean? Completed every ball he needed to complete. You know what I mean? But like, he was hot and cold. You know what I mean? So it also begs the question of what Patrick Mahomes are we going to get in the Super Bowl.
Also, there's a stat that I wanted to tell you about that I don't know if you noticed during this game. It's about Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Patrick Mahomes had 245 passing yards, correct?
Yeah.
Guess how many passing yards after the catch did he have?
After the catch? You said 245?
Yep.
Give me 200. Maybe not. What?
Higher.
Oh, really? Okay, 245?
Nope, a little lower.
Okay, 232.
230.
Okay, 230. All right, right there.
He completed 18 passes. So if you do the math, 15 total yards of air.
Yeah.
For this man, which is crazy.
And realistically, that happens during checkdowns. His number one, technically, not in that game, but technically his number one target is Travis Kelce, who's a check down. You know what I mean? The tight end is considered either the first or second check down, and the running back's considered the second check down. So, I mean, he gets the ball to his players who then make plays. Good for them. I mean,
because I was looking at it like, damn, only 15 yards of air? What the hell?
But that's why my cousin's like, I don't see it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, believe me, he's one of the best, if not the. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm like,
Worthy
had
a game. Xavier Worthy torched the Bills.
He also struggled. He's human. You know what I mean? Like, the Bills defense did a pretty good job in that game.
Yeah. 2 former draft picks torched them. Imagine the Bills had Xavier Worthy. 101.
Although, imagine if Xavier Worthy showed up before I traded him. I'm just saying.
Well,
Phil, the week after I traded him, he showed up.
We know how that's ended up.
Bruh. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay.
That's how you properly. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
That's how you properly signal to a crowd.
Relax.
Your heart is mine. But that's a joke.
Go on. That's wild. That's wild.
You know where I was going to, but
I hear you're going to. You're wild, but I hear you.
Okay, so
Oh,
I mean, hey, obviously no one's gonna watch the Pro Bowl, and a lot of people are already bouncing out of the Pro Bowl. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and others. This is why no one cares about the Pro Bowl or thinks it's worthy, just because the people who do get selected don't even play, and other people who didn't deserve it get their nomination instead. So, yeah.
I think there should be, like, I understand that the Pro Bowl is a joke, but I think that there does need to be another retreat type of thing. Like, I think we should bring it back to Hawaii. You know what I mean? Like, as a yearly thing. And
I already was.
And no, I mean, no, I think it rotates between Hawaii, Miami, different other places, but maybe LA once a year. But what I'm saying is, like, why don't we ever have like foot races? Why don't we ever, like, I feel like there's other things it'd be fun to do, but maybe not.
I think they try to bring that back.
I would love to see like Strongest Man. You know what I mean? Like Dexter Lawrence or someone else, like, just lift.
It's at Orlando this year.
Oh, see, that's what I mean. Like, what I'm saying is, why would Lamar Jackson go all the way down to Orlando for something that doesn't really matter, to put himself in traffic to, you know what I mean? Like, to throw the ball not so accurate for someone to talk about him. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to me. But in Hawaii, you know what I mean? It's a retreat. It's paid for by the NFL. It's something to look forward to. Dude, Sean Taylor laid out a punter. We watch that highlight all the time. Why? Because it was amazing. Why? Because it never gonna happen.
That's the only highlight I know from the Pro Bowl.
From the Pro Bowl, realistically, right?
Yeah, but it's also, we got to lower expectations for All-Star events or Pro Bowl or anything post season related, just because players don't want to get hurt and just to have fun as well.
I guess.
So hey, not a long episode or show today. Next week we'll be giving out our Super Bowl picks. We might give some Super Bowls advice as well. First touchdown, etc. Just some random picks. But also, we're not gambling experts, so do what you can with those as well. Fast. So yeah, I'm excited.
I came called it 2 years ago. So.
Absolutely, first touchdown, Odell.
Yeah.
Also, Kendrick Lamar and SZN will be performing at halftime. I'm excited about that.
Are you watching that? That's when I pee. No offense. Are you
I mean,
watching that?
If it's a good one, absolutely. If Kendrick Lamar,
is it going to be fire out the gate? Like, Kendrick Lamar should be fire out the gate. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I'll sit there for the first 2 minutes, but if it's not fire, I'm going to pee. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be like that. But,
well, it depends if you like Kendrick and SZN. If you don't, it won't be fire. But if you do,
I like different songs from Kendrick and SZN. I wonder how they're going to do it. You know what I mean? They might start off super slow and it might be lame. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. It might get good in the middle. You know what I mean? But I think it should get good right from the start. Personally, that's just me. Like, start with a bang. I want to see. I don't. But at the same time, why can't Apple Music just put a little money towards it? You know what I mean? No, they don't.
Don't they sponsor it?
Maybe they've been starting to. Yeah, but I think the artist pays for it.
Because I thought they sponsor the halftime.
Or they don't get paid.
Or Pepsi, one of those two. Yeah, I think doesn't Apple Music.
I think they sponsor that. I think they started to help in the recent years, but I think I got you. Okay, they just pay for the performance. They don't pay for the artist. That's what it is.
I think so. Because the NFL pays the artist. The sponsor pays.
They don't pay the artist. That's what I'm trying to say.
They don't know.
They don't pay the artist at all. Because the artist gets they get like I don't want to say a contract with Apple Music, but like normally after you perform the Super Bowl, the next 3 months you're the number one played artist. No matter who you are. That's what's crazy about it.
Well, Drake fans, if you're watching, good luck.
Yo, does he end Drake in the first 5 minutes, or does he end Drake at the end?
He might do both.
Nice.
He might start off and then end. He's definitely gonna end with it.
Really good.
Yeah. So hey, good luck to whoever watches that, Drake fans.
I'm gonna watch the halftime show now. Actually, I'm watching just for that. I want to see hits at halftime. All right. I want to see blows done. All right. That's what I want to see. I just want to put that out there.
So yeah. So next week will be our Super Bowl show. Picks, MVPs, random props, like heads or tails, first touchdown,
First song.
random final score, first song as well, or any song. I have some songs in mind.
Are we doing any song? Any song. We'll do.
I did last year.
Okay, got
Last year I picked Usher and Alicia Keys, My Boo.
Okay, got you.
IBT laughed at me, but I was right. So.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So yeah, so I'm excited. Last word before we head out.
Last words. This last words. Sorry, Phil. Realistically, I don't know. I'm just excited for the Super Bowl. I'm happy we're back for the podcast. Glad you're feeling better. Glad you're feeling less sick. I know you're still kind of getting over it, but yeah, it's a dope podcast. And I'm excited for the Super Bowl. It's a culmination of what we've been doing for the past 18 weeks, 20 weeks. You know what I mean? Because we covered preseason until now, so it's very exciting. It literally comes down to one day, one game, and that's what I love about it. You know what I mean? Like it's so bittersweet that it's what it is. Regardless, it's that good. You know what I mean? You have to accept the result, and yeah, I'm excited for it. Oh, and Phil, I need your address because remember that bet you lost. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, don't worry. Right after the Super Bowl, we're back at it with Tom Thibodeau basketball. So
that's right. That's right. We love to do some Tom Thibodeau right here. You see my
15
prize
basketball.
Facts.
Yeah.
By the way, how do you feel about basketball lately?
The Celtics are slumping a little bit. They probably need to readjust some things before the All-Star break. So
I was going to say, do they go after somebody at trade deadline?
Not like someone too big, but maybe like a small forward to help rejuvenate things, like a Jeremy Grant or someone. But
okay. All right, Jeremy Grant would be cool.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, we also have our Thursday show. Yeah, Jimmy Butler. So more drama.
That? What's up with that? Maybe he goes to Boston. Probably not.
No.
How much would you have to give up? He's suspended indefinitely.
He wants to go to a winner, but he doesn't want to go to Memphis apparently.
Because they're
they're the third best team in the West right now. But
dude, they've been the third best team in the West for 3 straight years. They suck. No offense.
Yeah, but he wants to go to Phoenix.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Why would you want to go to Phoenix over Memphis?
He wants to have that cactus, that peyote. He wants to. I'm just saying the psychedelics.
What has the Phoenix Nets done?
The Phoenix Nets. Wow.
The last.
Do not disrespect the Suns like that. The Suns are a good organization. All right, Phil. They're good. They're better than that. All right.
How many playoff games did they win last year?
All right. Well, I hear you.
There was by the Wolves.
To be fair, the Wolves had Karl Anthony Towns, who was lighting it up.
But did you expect them to get swept by the Wolves?
Not swept. Durant, not swept. No one should ever get swept.
Devin Booker, Bradley Beal.
Hey, Karl Anthony Towns is him. What do you want me to say?
It's just like the Brooklyn Nets.
I hear that. I just have more respect for the Suns historically because they knew what Steve Nash was. Do you know what I mean? And they knew about Amari Stoudemire before Amari Stoudemire. Like they took Shaq in. They revived his career with the Hell staff. You know what I mean? Like it's overall kind of better. You know what I mean? Not really, but
nope. Different big.
I mean, I look at the Nets like bottom tier. You know what I mean? Like they should move to Seattle and rename themselves.
Oh, I'm just talking about the period of KD, Harden, and Kyrie. Now it's KD, Book, and Beal. Same concept, both teams, and same lack of depth for both teams. It's not going to work out, like I said, when KD moved to Phoenix.
And you're 100% right. You are 100% right. It's definitely not going to work out.
Now that they want to trade Beal and want to get Booker and want to get Butler in. So and Nurkic might be gone too. So it's falling apart there too.
I just don't understand the getting and Nurkic part. Like it's just like I don't think you win a championship without him. I don't mean to be like that, but like
they won't get a championship regardless though.
I know.
They do need a center. That's why they traded for Nick Richards. So I guess
they need Clint Capella. That's what they need. Man,
Clint Capella's too old.
I know, but
he still have rebounds for you.
What?
How many rebounds does he have now?
He did not play. That's what's up.
Oh.
But do they count that or no?
If he got DMP'd before the game.
Damn.
Or did he get injured during the game?
It doesn't say that though. You know what I mean? But he really didn't play. So
well,
that's great. Wait, so if we DMT'd after the game, is it fine or is it not fine?
If he got injured and then didn't play,
yeah.
then that's an X for you. But if you got called out before the game, then it should be a void.
Damn, that's crazy. So since he technically wasn't called out, it's technically an L, even though he didn't play. That's wild.
Does it show minutes on NBA.com?
Nope. It says did not play. It says DNP. That's what it says on the score.
Oh, you might get a void then.
I might get a void. Okay. It definitely not before the game. Like I you know what I mean? I played it pretty close to game time, so I was like,
what does it show right now on your FanDuel?
It says 0. It says 0. Like it's like this guy is active. Like he's playing the game. I'm like, dog, come on now.
Hey, we'll find out and see in a couple minutes. Then.
On Thursday.
So hey, that is the show for the week. Thursday NBA pod coming up. Thank you for tuning in for me and John. Make sure you follow us on all our audio. We're all live on there. Follow the socials to stay up to date with things. We have a gaming channel as well. WWE 2K25 is around the corner. A lot of great opportunities for there. And with that being said, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time. Deuces.
Deuces.
He's a producer.
Hey. Look, this Sega days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation. Success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations. Ain't looking for no type of savings. Stack up the rest of my savings. Can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby. Time that we spent was amazing. And I ain't trying to replace you. For you, my mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to put my heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of rap. In the studio, I box the beat is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I'm wishing you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.